good evening, everyone. I'm Nabila, and we are here to talk to you about education process. So first, let me define what is education process. I can give you a theory-based answer, but I'm going to make it I'm going to simplify it and tell you that STEAM education is the integration of science, technology, in engineering, arts, and mathematics. So now you must be probably thinking why it's important. Well, introducing STEAM concepts early fosters curiosity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. During the early years of a child, this process kickstarts a very important phase in their lifestyle. They can harness basically use it throughout their life. STEAM also enhances hands-on learning and experiential learning activities that engage young minds in practical applications of STEAM concepts and making learning enjoyable. Generally, it's important that kids enjoy coming to learn. More importantly, in the post-COVID era, in my experience, many kids finding it hard to adjust to school life after isolation. So concepts like STEAM can make them look forward to enjoying their days in school. STEAM education promotes creativity and innovation in young children, encouraging them to think outside the box and explore their ideas. The nature of STEAM projects is all about collaboration. Such early exposure helps children develop teamwork and communication skills crucial for their future success. Furthermore, STEAM education instills adaptability and resilience, teaching children to learn from failures and persevere through challenges. STEAM concepts also relate to real-world applications, making education relevant and demonstrating its impact on day-to-day life. It's important that our little children are equipped in this highly volatile world. The role of technology in STEAM education cannot be ignored as it ensuring equitable access for all children to modern tools and resources. In other words, applying STEAM helps us to stay ahead of the curve. Lastly, I would like to say that STEAM education is absolutely important in shaping the future of our children. It makes them well-rounded individuals prepared for the challenges of the future. That's why, as educators, it's very important for us to stay educated on the latest STEAM methodologies and resources. Kids learn faster from adults rather than books. With that, let me hand over the floor to my colleagues to dwell deeper into STEAM education and explain its elements in detail. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Anne Pereira, and I'll be taking you through science. Actually, science is a study of natural world through observation, experimentation, and evidence-based reasoning. And also science emphasizes inquiry, innovation, critical thinking, and problem solving. So now we are going to look at few ways that we can introduce science concepts to children in the education process. So the first one is exploration and discovery. This is one of the very important areas, even in any discipline, I guess, but I will be talking more about science. So here what we talk about exploration and discovery is that we need to let children, learn the world around them and have curiosity and ask a lot of questions so that, they learn by themselves. So when they explore and discover things by themselves, it's very interesting for them to learn. So it's exciting. So we need to let children explore and discover. Mostly in terms of science, it's good that we take them on nature walks so that, children see actually what's happening in the nature, where they touch and feel things, see the sky is blue and all these things. So we need to give that experience for children for any discipline. And then the second one is about the sensory experience. So sensory experience means we need to allow children to I mean, we need to give a lot of materials when doing activities so that children can, touch and feel and learn about it. As an example, let's say we are teaching flowers, the scientific concept about flowers, right? So we need to give different types of flowers so that, children will get to feel that the textures are different, and then the flower smells in a different way, and even the looks are different. So likewise, we need to give that sensory experience whenever they are doing an activities by giving a lot of materials. So in that way, they get to know about the real flower, how it is, and it makes learning exciting for them as well. The third one is about simple experiments. So without we just saying that things, we can let them experiment things by themselves. As an example, let's say we are mixing colors and getting a new color. So without we telling that we mix it and get a color, we want each child to experience that. So we provide material for 2 different colors, and then let them mix by themselves and see the color change, so they learn by themselves. So as an educators, it's our responsibility to facilitate all these things, materials and stuff for children to experiment. Next one is about thematic units. In terms of teaching science for children, it's always like most of the science concepts are in themes. So like human body, seasons, planets and animals, etc. So we can have like a theme for a day, or theme for a week, or theme for a month, so that we can create that atmosphere for kids to learn things, and we can give a lot of materials, and we can let them dive deep into that theme to learn the science behind it. So this way, instead of we saying things to kids, they learn by themselves, and it will be exciting for them to learn. Next one is we can include, or like we can use it's storytelling. So we can use creative stories, age appropriate stories, to teach them about some about some science concept. As an example, so let's say we want to teach planets to them. So instead of anyway we can't show planets to them, so instead of we just telling them, we can tell us creative story where a little explorer goes on an adventure to see the planets, so that we can have some characters, so we can have some 3D structures to show them the planets. So by telling the story, they will get to imagine, and also they will get to dream, and by the same time they will learn about the planets. So all in all, as educators, it's our duty to get them to explore things and discover things and experiment, and we always need to facilitate these things and make learning fun for them. Thank you.
We can't hear you, you're on mute.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm Stephen, and I'm going to take you through technology in STEAM education. So, as technology becomes increasingly integrated into our daily lives, it's never too early to start teaching children about the basics of technology. With technology-related skills increasingly in demand, it is crucial that students learn to utilize technology at a young age and continue to use technology throughout their education. STEAM education in technology, more than just computer programming. It employs tools from across technology spectrum to create meaningful learning experiences. With these resources, students can go beyond passively watching robots in action. They can explore and experiment with them for a deeper understanding of the subjects. And next, we'll be looking at educational skills developed through technology activities. The first one is pattern recognition. Through shapes, building blocks, or any objects, by placing them in a particular order, kids can learn to recognize common patterns and develop their problem-solving skills. Next would be data collection and analysis. Kids can use engineering activities to collect data and analyze it. This helps them better understand the world around them. Familiarity with technology. STEAM technology activities help kids to become more familiar with computers and other digital tools. Programming, coding, and design. Kids can practice coding and programming skills with a variety of software tools. This helps them become more familiar with the design process. Next would be logical sequencing. The ability to arrange language, thoughts, and action in a certain order. The children would learn how to create logical sequences of instructions. And last would be patience. Working with technology can teach kids patience, as learning often takes time. Yes. Next, please. Yeah. So now we look at the technology-based some of the activities that could be done. One of them is digital puzzles. Using apps like Jigsaw Puzzle Kids, we can introduce basic puzzle concepts, like shapes, colors, and matching. We can also use digital puzzles to help children develop problem-solving skills and spatial reasoning. Next. The next one would be storytelling and drawing with digital tools. Since kids love to tell stories, digital tools can make this activity even more fun. Using apps like Puppet Pals to create animated stories with characters and settings that the child creates. This encourages the child to use their imagination and creativity to make their story come to life. Likewise, technology can be used to enhance drawing. Apps like Toka Boka or Drawing Pad allows children to create digital art on a tablet or computer. It encourages them to explore different colors, shapes, and textures, and then print out or display their creations. Next, please. And the last one would be virtual field trips and virtual tours. A virtual field trip is a guided digital experience using multimedia such as video, images, animation, and sounds. With technology, children can explore the world without ever leaving the classroom. Taking them on virtual field trips to places like the zoo, the beach, or a farm, we can use a projector to display the virtual tour. These trips offer children enriching educational experiences with varying types of involvements and topics. We can focus on various subjects, including science, history, geography, and so on. Lastly, I would like to conclude by saying modern society is largely driven by technology, and this requires people to understand how to use it, as well as how to make it and how to fix it when it goes wrong. Technology-based subjects are a key part of a good academic curriculum, helping to equip students with transferable skills. And technology is also relatively easy to integrate with the other mainstream education fields. Thank you. And now my colleague will move on with engineering.
Thank you. So I'm Kevina, and here to touch upon the engineering, which is designing, discovering, and creative building. What is engineering? Engineering applies science, maths, and technology to solve problems. Engineering is using materials, designing, crafting, and building. It helps us understand how and why things work. The engineering design process emphasizes open-ended problems solving and encourages students to learn from failure. This process nurtures student abilities to create innovative solutions to challenge in any subjects. Example, when children design and build a block with the blocks or put together as rail tracks, they are acting as engineers. Integrating 4Cs in engineering. Communication, by sharing thoughts, ideas, and questioning. Collaboration, working together to reach out a common goal. Critical thinking, looking at problems in a new way. Creativity, trying new approaches to solve problems. Integrating creative engineering in classroom. So we are going to see how we are using origami using recycled papers. Origami is a traditional Japanese art form. It has a significant influence on engineering and design. Origami techniques have been used to solve an array of design challenges in which electrical or mechanical resources needed to be transported in small spaces. Using origami, they learn selected origami techniques and apply their new learning to create 3D arts. Understanding how origami techniques can be applied to science, technology, and art, engineering, and mathematics. Create an architectural model using paper folding techniques. Explain the folding techniques they have used to create the model. Explaining art elements or the principle considering in the creating of architectural designs. So here you see how the 4Cs are combining together, for example, of how when we are using origami in engineering. So first, the collaboration, how they are going to collaborate is what they are seeing, how the teacher involves in as a team to explain on the engineering side. And then critical thinking, the teacher allows the children to think and they can even have their own creativity side adding on to that to create something based on what teacher has told. Communicating, so the teacher has explained on how to fold a fan using origami. But the children, as a creativity thing, using the fan, they have a lot of output. So this is where we see the creativity and the engineering touch upon in the STEAM education. Now I will give my next chance for my next colleague. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Benny. I'm going to talk about arts and the concept of arts in the STEAM. What is art? The art is an integral part of a human evolution, and it involves language, culture, music, sports, other forms of social behavior. It is also one of the main aspects in STEAM education. It teaches students the value of creativity, innovation, communication, and the problem solving. These skills are essential for a child's development. Now, I'm going to introduce 4Cs in the arts. First, a teacher will introduce the clay to the classroom where she will divide into a few groups and she will give the clay to the children. Children will think about it and she will ask to make a mold or to make a figure out of it. So some children might mold it and make a circle, or some children might mold it and make a cylinder or oval. So according to their critical thinking, they will create something from the clay. And then they will communicate among their friends or with the teacher, and they create something like some children might make butterfly, some children might make a ladybug or a snake. So their creativity comes out from that. So integrating the 4Cs into the art using the clay is so much we can learn a lot from that. Integrating art with the other aspects of the STEAM. You can see there are 4 pictures down. First one it's mainly about the color. I'm going to introduce the science in that, where we are going to use yellow and red together. Orange creates. So the child will learn the science concept in that color mixing. The second picture shows about the mathematical concept, where with all the triangle shapes, the child has created a cat. And the third one, the engineering, where the child been using the lollipop stick and making a bridge. Fourth one, the technology. We are using the digital art. The child has drawn a beautiful fish. So the benefits of the art in STEAM. Art stimulate more problem-solving strategies. Children who are more involved in art show more social awareness, flexibility, and collaboration. Using STEAM build a focus on inquiry, process-based learning, collaboration, and hands-on learning. It also more visibility, child can easily grasp learning concept. And finally, as a final conclusion on arts, I wish to reiterate that it is about bringing out the best in the children during the childhood education, so that when they grow up, they will be better citizens serving the society. Thank you. I will pass the next. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Yula Jaganathan. I am going to present maths in STEAM education. Maths is essential in everyday life and is just as important in every STEAM discipline. Learn how to incorporate STEAM maths into our kids' learning and giving them the foundational skills they need. Maths is what the M stands for in STEAM, making it one of the core disciplines in traditional STEAM education. Truthfully, the importance of mathematics cannot be underestimated in school, as maths plays a role in every STEAM discipline. Integrating maths into the teaching of science, technology, engineering, and arts has several benefits to a students' overall understanding of STEM. Next, it helps. Next, we will look at the benefits of STEAM-based maths activities. It helps kids learn logic and reasoning, problem solving, analyzing data and patterns, and understanding maths principles like geometry. Maths activities help children develop skills useful in many different jobs when they grow up. It helps children with different aspects of critical thinking. A STEAM maths activity has the goal of helping children learn maths concepts while also showing how important this set of skills is when it comes to day-to-day problem solving. Next, we will look at the benefit of STEAM-based maths activities. Logic. Kids can practice problem solving, logic, and reasoning skill as they work on maths problems. Reasoning. Kids can practice using logical reasonings and problem solving skills as they work on maths challenges. Problem solving, brainstorming, researching, and problem solving skills can be practiced as they work through activities. Next, data analysis. Kids can practice collecting and analyzing data as they work through activities. Patterns and sequence. Recognizing and creating patterns in numbers, shapes, and sequence are practiced through activities. Geometry and algebraic equation. Kids can learn the basics of geometry and algebraic equations while working on maths projects. Now we will look at the maths-based activities in the classroom. Build a city. An activity that develops early math skills in students. Number recognition, counting skills, and one-to-one correspondence. This build a city activity is perfect for developing all these early numeracy skills. And best of all, we probably have everything we need to play at school already. In this activity, students will create their own towers out of building blocks. After creating the towers, students will count the amount of building blocks used for each tower and write down the numbers. Through these activities, the 4 C's could be achieved. The next activity, My Shape Pizza. This is a creative way to create a project by using colorful cutouts of different shapes. The students exhibit ability to identify, describe, analyze, compare, and create shapes and counting. They work on their fine motor skills, demonstrate understanding of writing numerals. I would like to conclude my saying. To improve student engagement and overall learning outcomes, it can be advantageous to apply mathematical concept to real world situations so that students find maths problems easier to identify with. Fortunately, there are significant crossover potentials with science, technology, engineering, and the arts, making this an achievable aim. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anjali. So in the past 20 to 25 minutes, you heard my teammates explaining in a deeper way how we can integrate STEAM into the education process. So now it's my responsibility to summarize it for you, right? So if you look at STEAM education, it's a dynamic learning adventure that brings science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths together. It's not about a traditional classroom setup anymore. It's more a journey where students get to explore, experiment, and create things. STEAM makes the education a very vibrant experience. It makes kids want to come to school. I mean, they would not hesitate to or think twice when it's the school day. In STEAM education, one of the key things is the hands-on experience that the children get. This is not only limited to the preschool age, but for any age category, it is valid. So children don't read about things, they they do things and learn things out of it. So they experience it while doing it, and they discover different things while they do this hands-on experience. This hands-on experience not only make the learning more exciting, it also helps the idea to stick in their head. So because of that, this proves to be a more effective way of teaching kids. And also, one of the magic ingredients of STEAM is where the kids get to think out of the box. This is something that STEAM has introduced to the traditional method that is currently in a lot of education systems. It's not about memorizing facts anymore. It's more about problem solving, creativity, and connecting the dots between different subject areas. So it makes a student understand different subjects can't be isolated and learn in real life. When you're applying it, you apply it in a collective way. So this holistic approach really helps children to face real world challenges in a very effective way, simply because they have the understanding that the challenges cannot be confined to one subject area. And also, if you really look at it, STEAM is a toolkit for the future. It's not learning bunch of facts. It's about gaining skills such as teamwork, critical thinking, creativity, and also communication. So STEAM is not just about what you know, it's about how you can apply what you know in real life situations in a more innovative and a practical way. So all in all, I think STEAM will change the whole aspect of teaching and bring a new perspective to the education world, where it will help to create more of thinkers and innovators into this world. Thank you.